Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Katie. I vlog and blog all about lifestyle and family and anything that takes my fancy. I have a little girl who is 2 and she is my world. I have a lovely husband and I also own a small business. So today I want to talk all about how I went about choosing a nursery for my little lady. It was such a task for me and so emotional that I thought it'd be great to share some happy tips and hints with you to help you and guide you along the way. Number 1 tip is to do your research. It is so important to have a look on the web at all the different nurseries within your location. We chose a location that worked for us so that my husband could do the drop off and I could do the collection, and so we could both go to work. And we chose nursery really for our little one because of work, and also we wanted little Miss Independent Pants to have her independence and to socialise with other children and to interact. So I started off my research on the good old web and looked at the ones that were in our location and narrowed it down with around 7 that I like the look of. I then phoned up to check their availability, because if there's no availability there is absolutely no point in having a look. So I narrowed it down to 6 that I like the look of. I went back to the website then and then had a look through them again to look at the pictures and get a feel for them, and I then started to jot down some questions on either side of the ones I like the look of, so then I could go in and have some questions to ask. So once I'd found these 6 that I liked, I then phoned them up and I booked a viewing. This is point number 2, is once you've chosen your nurseries is to go and view them. Now, I made appointments to go and view, however some people said to me, just turn up. And I was like, no, I don't have the balls to do that, I'm not just turning up. But they had a point. If you just turn up, that should be okay, because the nurseries should actually be set up ready to go, and you should see them how they actually are. They shouldn't have a problem with that. They shouldn't be there tidying up and making it all perfect for you and things like that. So I do see the point, and I do think it's a good point, and perhaps I should have done it, but I didn't. I made an appointment for all 6. So when you go and view these nurseries, it's really important that you feel prepared. I had my list of questions, I had those with me, because you know when you go to the doctor's surgery and you go blank and you think, oh my goodness, why am I even here? And you don't know what you're going to ask. That's how you feel, because it's quite overwhelming. So have a list of questions. I also took my little lady with me because I wanted her to see the nurseries and I wanted to see how they also interacted with her. That's another point that's really important when viewing. You want to see how the staff interact with her, but you also want to see how the manager interacts with them. So get a manager or the owner of the nursery to show you around. Because I went to one nursery and it was so awkward because the manager just basically ignored my little girl. They didn't ask her questions, they didn't acknowledge her, they didn't make eye contact, and for me that was a big no. I was like, well, she's not going there. And at the other ones I went to, they were lovely and they hugged her, they interacted with her, they asked her questions, and it was really nice. And that's what you're looking for, really. You're looking for great interaction from the word go. Once we got to the nurseries, I had my list of questions and I asked them. I wasn't afraid to ask them. Ask whatever question you want. They're your little pride and joy. Make sure you get all the questions you want to ask. So even if you think it's stupid, like, will they wear a coat if they go outside? Will you heat their dinners properly to the right temperature? What if they have an allergy? Because that's all the sort of things that went through my mind. So ask your questions and make sure you're happy with the answers. When you're asking your questions, make sure that you're actually they're showing you the nursery as well. So you go around and you'll ask those questions as you go around. You want the manager or whoever's showing you around to show you every room of the nursery, because some nurseries will have 2 rooms like ours. So we started off in a baby room and then moved it down. And other nurseries might have up to 4 rooms with different ages. So you want to see all those rooms, because hopefully if they love it, they will progress and they'll stay on at the nursery. You also want to see if they've got an outdoor section, because ours does, and they can run off and have a play outside, and it's really nice for them to get the fresh air. When you know that you found the right one, you will know walking around. You will get a vibe, you will get a feeling. It's like if you buy a house or if you bought a wedding dress, you know you found the one. It's similar. And I remember mum saying to me and dad's, you'll just know. And I was thinking, I don't know what you're talking about, but it is true. You will just know, you'll get a vibe if it's the right one. Make sure you spend a lot of time there. And if you want to go back for a second viewing, go back for a second viewing. Do not be afraid to go back for a second viewing, because it's, you know, why not? You're paying all that money. You want your child to be happy and safe. Make sure you go for a second viewing. Once I'd found the one I wanted, well, actually, it was the 6th one I found that we wanted, and saved the best till last. I then said, I want my hubby to come and look. And so basically he just turned up. Now he didn't make an appointment really, and I think it was a bit awkward because they were just in the middle of clearing up dinner, so yeah, I did feel a little bit bad, but he went and had a look and he said he loved it. So getting his opinion, fresh eyes, was so important, and he loved it, and we booked it. So the point number 3 is, once you found the perfect nursery and you're happy for your little one to go there, is to ask if they will offer settling in sessions. These settling in sessions for me were absolutely paramount. They were so important because it gave you time to see your little one settling. Now, you want to make sure that your little one and you are happy with everything. So the first couple of sessions, you will be there with them, and it's a great opportunity to ask the questions you might have forgotten to ask. It's a great opportunity to see your little one with your key worker, to see how they get on with them. It's also good to see how the other children are getting on. It's also a great opportunity to see the parents coming in to collect their children, and then you can take the opportunity to ask them some questions about their experience of the nursery. Don't be afraid to ask the parents questions, and if they don't mind, ask their children some questions, because these settling sessions are that's the time. If they don't settle, they don't have to sit at that nursery. So this is the time that you ask those questions and get everything out there. And then I think you go away for a bit and come back, and it gives them time to really sort of build a bond with their new friends, if you like, and the key workers, and to make sure that they're happy, because you don't want to walk away thinking my child is not happy, because that would be the worst feeling in the world. You want them to feel happy and safe. Another point I'd like to mention, whether it's point 4 or not, I'm not sure, but is that whether they track the development of your child. I know that our nursery tracks the development. They have a whole folder on her, and they put in key moments and track where she's at. Now, I know every child develops at different times, but it's a great way of making sure that they are on track. And it's a great way to know that they're keeping an eye on them as well. Our nursery also offers parents' evenings, which I think is great. So see if the ones that you're looking at offer that, because it's a great way of seeing again what's going on, to make sure that they're progressing well, to make sure that your child is happy, and to make sure that you're happy. I really hope that these hints and tips have been helpful. I know it can be extremely overwhelming for you, because it certainly was for me, but for us, we made the right choice. We're really happy with where we've chosen. It took time to go through all of those steps, but I'm telling you now, it is so worth it to do it, because you will end up being happy and your little one will end up being happy. They are the most important thing in your life, and taking the time will make it all worthwhile. If you have any questions about sending your little one to nursery, please pop some questions down below. I'm happy to help you and to share my experience. And thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.